Alan Jones, Alan from Cleveland, requesting a question here. Alan, go ahead. Alan, go ahead if you can. You have to unmute your phone.
Terrell Gausha, how you doing? Terrell Gausha, how you doing, man?
What's
This
up,
Al
brother?
Jones from In the Ring, Cleveland, Ohio. How are you?
What's up, Al? How you doing, bro?
Got you, Alan. Just get to your question, please.
Okay, how's that hand feeling? How you looking? What can we expect?
I'm 100%, Ryan. My hand's feeling good. You can expect me to go out there and be sharp. Dictate it's gonna be a night of fireworks, man. I'm gonna let these hands go and get that victory.
With the victory, with the win, what would that mean to you on your next moving forward?
It mean a lot. It'd be my biggest win on paper. It'd be a big statement to get a win like that on my division. And, after that, we're going after the belts.
Thank you for your time, Terrell Gausha. Good luck Saturday.
Thank you, bro.
Real, good luck, Real.
All right. All right, Alan.
Stop all. All right.
Alan and company from Cleveland, thanks for bringing the energy. Terrell, thanks for the time. We know there's a lot at stake for you personally, but a lot of connectivity in the division. Like we said, your fight with Lubin, and then the following week, the unification fight between Jason Rosario and Jermell Charlo. All eyes on 154 pounds, deep division, a lot of opportunity. Wish you a ton of luck. Good luck for tomorrow's weigh-in, of course, and then Saturday's big fight.
Thank you.
Thanks for the time. Okay, we'll be back with Erickson Lubin shortly, guys. Stand by.
What do you guys think about this matchup? I think Erickson Lubin's very good. Terrell is very good as well. Obviously, kind of one of the top tier. They're both kind of top tier guys at 154.
Okay, Corey, looks like we're ready with Mr. Lubin.
Lubin's coming up. Put on the full screen.
Erickson, Chris de Blasio, Showtime here. How you doing? Get you your mic turned on. About a mic check there, Erickson.
Let's count the 10.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's good. That's perfect. This is Chris de Blasio here. I'm gonna mute myself shortly. We have a neighborhood beautification project going on outside. Sorry for the background noise. The new normal, work from home. So we have about 25 members of the press on the line. We'll get to them for a few questions. I'd like to ask you how you feeling, some opening comments, what you expect on Saturday night.
Are we starting now?
Yes, please go ahead.
I feel great. I had a tremendous training camp once again. And Saturday night, I'm expecting to come out there and look my best and come out with a dominant victory.
So a lot on the line. You had a lone setback in your career a few fights ago. Same with Terrell Gausha. You both seem to be on the same trajectory. This is a title eliminator. How do you expect to overcome what Terrell is going to bring? What do you expect for Terrell to bring, and how do you want to overcome that?
I'm expecting him to come solid, but the way I train, the way we train, I'm gonna have an answer for everything he comes with.
That's terrific. All right, cool. Let's take some questions from the press. We'll start with Sean Zattel from Fight Hype. Sean, go ahead.
Hey, Erickson, man. How you doing? Everything good?
Doing good.
Good. Do you remember watching? I know he's got 10 years on you. Do you remember watching Terrell Gausha in the Olympics back in 2012 at all?
I do remember watching him in the Olympics.
What have you thought about him when you were watching him then, and even over his career in the Lara fight and fighting him now? After watching him at 12 years old.
To be honest with you, I ain't think too much of him. I know he was on the Olympic team. I was rooting for him to win, but now we in the pro ranks, and it's a whole different ball game. It's a totally different story. And Saturday night, I can't wait, man. It's gonna be something special.
When you've been able to watch him though, how do you size him up? What level of fighter is he, in your opinion?
To me, he's just a solid. He's a solid fighter. Like I said, he's a solid fighter. I feel like I'm on a different level from him. I feel like I'm better than him, of course, and I'm gonna be able to prove that on Saturday night.
I mean, earlier you made a statement last year against Ishe Smith. Is that the kind of performance you want, and not just a victory, but a statement kind of performance?
Of course. I always want to go out there and get the knockout, get the stoppage, and that's always what every fighter wants. But if that doesn't come, then I'm in shape. I'm ready to fight for 12. I'm ready to fight for 15 rounds. So, that's the type of shape I'm in.
And I know you dared to be great at 21. You challenged for the title, but is the Ishe Smith fight, the Gallimore fighting Gausha, is this the kind of seasoning you maybe needed and you feel you needed for when that second opportunity comes?
For sure. Fighting for the world title at just 22 years old, it did a lot to my game. It just brought me to another level. And, getting those fights under my belt like Ishe Smith, Nathaniel Gallimore, and now Terrell Gausha, so the next go around for the title would definitely be different. I'm more seasoned, more experienced, and I feel like I'm at my best right now.
And obviously you're focused on Saturday night with Gausha, but what do you think about facing the Charlo Rosario winner? You'll be the mandatory for that belt should you win Saturday night.
Yeah, that's the mandatory. I'm fighting for that mandatory spot, and I'm looking forward to getting in the ring with one of those guys to not just fight for one of the straps, but fight for all three straps.
And lastly, does part of you hope it's Charlo that wins so you can run that back with him?
I'm not chasing Charlo. I'm chasing those titles. So if he wins, so be it. And I'm definitely looking forward to a rematch with Charlo. But like I said, I'm looking forward to them titles. That's what I'm chasing.
Thanks, Erickson.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Sean. We'll go to James Conlon. James with RCB Radio Sport Ireland. James, go ahead.
Hello, Erickson. We spoke to you on the past in RCB Sport Ireland. We spoke to you before the Nathaniel Gallimore fight, and we had you on the air there, and you said you were going to make a statement against Gallimore, and you were going to bounce back in style, and you did that, and you did that very comprehensively against Gallimore. You almost felt a sense of anger, a sense of redemption from you ahead of that Gallimore fight, that you were eager to put Charlo behind you and get on and move to the next level, the next step. And your opponent, Terrell Gausha, he's probably the same sort of sense, the same sorts of mentality. He probably thinks the exact same. He wants to move to the step in that ladder as well. But for one of you, it's going to be 2 steps up the ladder, and for the other one, it's going to be 3 steps down. But for you, I suppose, Eriksson, you said you were going to make a statement against Natalia Gallimore. Are you going to make it the same sort of statement or an even bigger one against Terrell?
For sure. That's the plan. That's how I train. I train to go in there and make a statement. And Saturday night, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, and I suppose looking at the sort of fight, you almost felt that your boxing skills would get the better of Gallimore. I suppose Terrell Gausha, he's a sort of a different sort of opponent, a more slick sort of customer. What are you sort of expecting for him? Is this going to be a more tactical, sort of cagey sort of a fight, given that he's a step up in class again from what Gallimore was?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I just got to be steps ahead of him. And I feel like my boxing skills is the best in the division, and I'm gonna be able to show it on Saturday night. You know, that whatever he want to do, I can do it better than him. If he wants to box, I could box better than him. If he wants to bang, I could bang better than him. I'm sure it on Saturday night.
And I suppose lastly, Eriksson, before I leave you, you said in the last question that you were concentrating on whoever holds the title. It wasn't really about Charlo. But wouldn't it be much sweeter for you if Charlo was victorious, that you could redemption, that sort of blotch that's probably still itching away at you to try and get another crack at him? So I suppose you want the title holder, and it doesn't matter who that is, but wouldn't it be much sweeter for you if it was Charlo you were facing again?
Of course, revenge is bittersweet, and the best revenge is success. But also if I get in the ring with Charlo once again and show him that I'm a total different fighter, and so be it. And I'm looking forward to that.
Eriksson, best luck from all of us here in Ireland.
Thank you.
Cheers, bud.
Okay, James, appreciate that. Let's go to Jeremy Herridges, fansided.com. Jeremy?
Hi, Eriksson. I was curious in preparing for this fight. Did you study film, and in particular, did you take a special look at his recent fights against Southpaws with Trout and Lara?
Yeah, I did some studying. I did studying with the Lara fight, with the Trout fight, a few other fights, but mostly my trainers they look into that more than I do. But I seen what I needed to see. My trainers seen what they needed to see, and we got a game plan and we ready to execute on Saturday night.
Looking at his record, obviously it's a strong record, but the one draw and the one loss have come against Southpaws. Do you think it's the fighters that gave him problems, or do you think that in part the Southpaw stance gives him problems?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both for sure. I feel like he has a little bit of problems with Southpaws, but I'm not looking at that. I got a game plan. I'm ready to execute. I'm ready to come out victorious on Saturday night.
In order for this fight to be a success for you, other than just winning, is it more about how dominant you are in this fight? What's your main objective? I definitely know that I gotta come out there and win, and that way behind disappointment or the other is something to learn from. How do you look at it? And if you did learn something from it, what was the most important thing you took away from that fight?
I mean, it's definitely something to learn from. It's also disappointing because I definitely I dared to be great. I wanted to be one of those fighters to win a world title early. But I definitely learned that experience. I took that from that fight, brought it with me, and bounced back. And I'm still bouncing back in a great way. And I soon take over this division.
Erickson, thank you very much and best of luck.
Thank you.
It is refreshing to see you take a step back and take it in stride and get them across the ring. So we're looking forward to Saturday night for sure. Let's go to Alan Jones in the ring with Alan Jones.
Good. Al Jones from In the Ring. This fight here, I mean, you've been prepared. You prepared yourself very well. Training was good. You have one of the best coaches in the game. What advantages do you have that will separate you and lead you to a victory in this particular match?
I feel like my advantage is that I'm definitely. I feel like I'm more determined than he is. I'm younger than he is. Also, I feel like in every department, I feel like I got the edge in almost every department: the speed, the power, the footwork, the defense. I feel like I'm just one step ahead of him.
Okay. And also on In the Ring with Al Jones, when you were on the show.
Excuse me, a couple steps ahead of him.
A couple steps ahead of him. Okay. Yeah. All right. And also, going forward, what will it mean? What will this win mean to you going on this?
I mean, it'll mean a lot. Every win, I take every win. All my wins are special to me, and they mean something to me. It'll be just one more step to the title. This is gonna be for the mandatory slot with the WBC, and after this, sky's the limit. I get to fight for not just one belt, but 3 belts.
Okay. And any predictions? Will it go the distance, or are you predicting a TKO or knockout?
Whatever happens, if I get the knockout, sweet. But I'm in shape. I'm ready to fight 12 rounds. I'm ready to just get the win.
All right. Thank you for your time and good luck to you this weekend.
Thank you.
Well, we've seen the energy and some personalities coming from the co-features earlier today, Erickson, and now we're feeling it from you and from your opponent before. So know it's going to be a big night. Reggie Woodson, you're up.
Hey, how you doing, Erickson?
I'm doing good.
And look, after fights, man, we get online and everything, and fighters, we criticize them and hold things against fighters and whatnot, especially knockdowns and knockouts. Do you think to this point that you've kind of in control of the narrative about who Erickson Lubin is as a fighter?
Well, I know who I am as a fighter. That's why I walk around with my head held high, even after a loss, because I knew I'll bounce back. Just needed to make a few changes in my life. I made the changes, bounced back in a great way, and I'm looking to take over the division.
Got you. You're still a very confident guy, very firm in how you carry yourself and whatnot. But what's the difference in the energy pre-Charlo and now in these last few fights?
Well, I train hard. I train hard for that fight with Charlo, but I just knew I needed to bounce back. The way I train with Kevin Cunningham in camp, we got a game plan that I believe in him the way he believes in me, and this is how I am. This is just me.
All right, and with the unification coming up a week after you guys, what's the ideal statement for Erickson Lubin to make before the unification fight, as well as to the fans?
Well, I just want to go out there and be my best, and I know with me being my best, I always make a statement. I always look good when I go out there and I'm at my best. So I just want to go out there, have some fun on Saturday night, come out with the win, and then we'll talk about what's next.
How's that environment for you? We heard some different things from Benavidez and whatnot, and Angelo Leo as well. How are you settling into that environment up there in Connecticut?
It's the calm before the storm. I'm just relaxing. My weight's good, ready to weigh in, fuel up, and then fight on Saturday night.
All right, man. Have a great time, and wish you the best Saturday night.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. We have just one more question for you, Erickson. It comes from Bakari Simpson. Bakari, if you unmute, you can go ahead.
What's going on, man? How you feeling?
I feel great.
That's great. I'm always fascinated with a lot of the mental aspect of the game. And so when you took the loss to Charlo, there have been other fighters who have been broken or lesser than after, you know, such a loss or on such a big stage. And so for you, you appear to have bounced back mentally and you're back 100%. But how did you absorb that loss? Did you kind of bounce back fast, or was it like a process?
I mean, everything's a process. After taking the loss, I just made a few changes in my life outside the ring, and then I got with Kevin, and just got a stronger team, and we work hard in camp. My confidence level has always been high. Even after the loss, I didn't, it didn't break my confidence, and I knew that's what I needed to bounce back, and that's what I did. I just kept training, I stood the course.
That's what's up. And so obviously Coach Cunningham has a reputation for being, strict and a very disciplined coach. But for you personally, since you all have been working together, how has he, what would you say the greatest way that he has improved you or, advanced your skill set?
Yeah, he's definitely advanced my skill set. Also he's hands-on, so he's there every step of the way during training camp. When I'm running, he's there. When I'm in strength and conditioning, he's there. So, just working with him, I knew I'd get my game to another level, and, being able to adjust in the ring, whatever he calls out, he's hands-on with me. So, that definitely boosted my game to another level.
And so you've said a number of times that, you're not necessarily chasing any particular fighter, but you're chasing the belts. And so of the belts, do any of the belts mean anything more than the rest to you? And if so, which one?
Well, I'm number one in the WBC right now. So if none of them boys want to fight, they're gonna have to give up that belt, the WBC belt. But I'm sure those are tough guys, and they're willing to fight anyone. And after I take care of business on Saturday night, we're looking forward to fighting one of those guys. Whoever comes out on top between Charlo and Rosario, we're going to get it on for all them belts.
That's what's up. And so fairly early in your career, you had a lot of notoriety and you got on TV pretty fast. And so, you had a light on you pretty early. And so obviously you got your mind on getting your hands on a belt. But are there any up and coming fighters that you kind of got your eye on that you would look forward to fighting in the future?
There's a lot of good up and coming fighters. None specific, but I got my eyes on everybody. I watch boxing from prospects to champions to Hall of Famers. I watch everybody.
Bet. All right, man. That's pretty much all I got. So I wish you all the luck for your fight.
Thank you.
All right, Erickson, thank you very much for the time. I want to thank all the press for joining us and for great questions today. Great responses from you, Terrell, and all the fighters on the card. Looking forward to a big night. It's back-to-back weekends for Showtime Boxing. September 19th, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, 3-fight card live on Showtime, followed by a big pay-per-view event on the 26th of September. As we've mentioned here many times, the unification fight between Jermell Charlo and Jason Rosario. So a lot going on at 154, very deep, interesting division. And we see some connectivity between this Saturday and the following week. So we're looking forward to it. Thank you very much, Erickson. Good luck heading ready for the weigh-in, and we will see you on Saturday night.
All right, see you.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay.
All right, that was Lubin and Terrell Gausha. That's gonna be a good fight. I like Lubin. He's a little stiff, but he's cool. What'd you say? I like Lubin. He's a little stiff, but he's cool with me. Lubin's cool, man. Lubin is a cool dude. He I will say, having kind of after his loss to to Jermell, he's gotten a more serious kind of tone to him. Like he was kind of like we joke around. He talks about how like he calls his fist like Jack and Sledge, like Jack Hammer, Sledgehammer. He doesn't make that joke anymore. He doesn't make that joke too much anymore, because he just has kind of like this, like I think a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. I think, he listened to a lot of people kind of talking whatever they were talking about kind of after he lost to Jermell and, was in the first round and all that. So I think he was real, just, not feeling that from people. And so now he kind of has that little like chip on his shoulder, but good for him though. He's made a good comeback. Glattimore, he beat, who else coming into this? Who else did he beat coming into, let's see. Let's figure, who was the other guy that he just beat somebody? Who am I thinking of? Let me find it. Oops. All right, does anyone know who Erickson Lubin beat? Man, I finally figured out that that StreamYard issue I was having. Thank you guys for being patient with me. That was the worst. All right, here, I'll bring it on the screen so you guys could see it. But Erickson Lubin, let's see, Erickson Lubin, so his last, so Nathaniel, because we had, Ishe Smith, that was the other kind of, it was like, he has had a good 3 fights since then, 4 fights. Silverio Ortiz, that was just a comeback fight. But beat Ishe Smith, beat Nathaniel Glattimore, and Nathaniel Glattimore, if you guys didn't know, it's like a crazy round robin these guys have at 154, because Glattimore beat the guy, what's his name? It was Jason Rosario right there, who is obviously fighting Jermell the weekend after. Who Glattimore lost to? Julian Williams, yeah, Erickson Lubin. Yeah, the crazy round robin, then Rosario obviously beat J-Rock. And J-Rock obviously lost to Hurd. I want to say Hurd has a connection with all these people too. Who does Hurd? Jared Hurd. Where did Jared Hurd? Let's see. Oh, that's right, Julian Williams, Lada. Yeah, the 154-pound group that's a solid weight. That's a solid weight class for everybody. These next 2 weekends are going to be fun to watch. But yeah, thank you guys for sticking around. It took me a while to figure out the issues with my StreamYard, my stream, but I figured it out. Thank God. So thank you guys for watching. What do you guys? We have another. I think I have another press conference here at 1 o'clock. So I'll let you guys know. I'll probably put that in here. But yeah, I'll do better about getting you guys the stream. It's going to be live and better quality, obviously. And so yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'll set up the Top Ranks, the Top Rank press conference. That's between, who is it? Jose Pedraza? And who's the other person? Let me tell you right now. Pedraza. Oh, and Molina, Carlos Molina. Let me find that. Where is that Molina fight? Here it is. Yeah, Molina. Oh, Effie Ajagba is fighting on that card too. The dude who the other guy ran out of the ring. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I'll be back with that stream. Okay. Thank you guys.